Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome. We are going to do a collective, relaxing, beautiful healing this evening. We are going to allow ourselves to move from 3D to fifth dimensional consciousness and higher, at least feeling the frequencies of what both feel like. And a couple of messages really quickly that are weighing on my heart tonight. Number one is, if you have neighbors, if you have family, if you have friends or people in your life, I would encourage you to at least say hi to the neighbors and reach out and message your friends and your family at least like once a week. If you don't talk to them every day, I would just encourage you to keep these connections going with each other, checking in on each other, connecting with each other, even if it's just a little text like, hey, how's it going? Just wanted to check on you. Just because I think we are in times right now where we as a society, as humans on this planet, we need to come together, not separate further. The more we can come together and at least be a sounding board for each other, like, hey, are you okay? Are you doing okay? And being honest with your friends or your family, or, if your family's struggling, letting them, if you're connected with your family, of course, I don't mean go if you have a really traumatic, crazy family. Don't do that to yourself. I'm just saying, I'm in a place now where it's like, anybody that's on my path, I want to at least acknowledge and ask how they're doing, or are you okay? How's everything going? Like my neighbors and, whatever. Just, it's nothing that it's like, hey, how's it going? What are you doing? What's happening? What's going on Tuesday? All right, cool. No, it's just a simple, hey, how's it going? You doing okay? I think there's a lot of people that are willing to struggle in silence and are willing to sit in their apartments or sit in their homes in silence and not ask for help. And even if my neighbors or somebody were like, yeah, I'm struggling, I don't have any food, of course, I would help them and give them some food. But they're pretty much not going to say that to another neighbor unless they are really struggling. So, but we can still connect. We can still reach out. We can still say hi, how's it going? All of that stuff. The other message was, and connect with each other. Like, this channel used to be so, I used to connect with all of you so much, through the comments and emails and messaging. It used to be so a lot more vibrant around this channel. And I know I've had to take time off, weeks off, where I'm traveling and doing stuff and working, all of this stuff. So, but I want this to be a safe and sacred place for us to come and be able to divulge and speak whatever we want and speak, openly about whatever is going on. And if you don't feel comfortable here, I also have a group on my website that you are welcome to join. It's free. You're able to go on there and just do whatever you want as far as posting. It's kind of like a Facebook thing, but it's on my actual website. It's just a message board, basically. And then also I do have the Patreon starting at, I think, $5, where you can get in and receive the unedited, videos that I post. There's more on there that I haven't uploaded here onto YouTube. I'm trying to really be mindful of what I post on YouTube, just because it is such an open platform. And, I don't really want to offend anybody in regards to their religious stuff or, anything like that. But everything that's coming through in these transmissions, activations, healings is not from me. It is coming from the divine source, the energies. I have literally purged, and I sit in a very high vibration with my oversoul as me. I fluctuate. We all do. We all go up and down sometimes, but I'm pretty much stabilized in these higher frequencies. So it's kind of like my mind is of that source frequency when I come on here, for sure. I won't come on camera on here unless I'm sitting in those very high frequencies of the source. so that everything that you're receiving here is of the divine, highest frequencies that exist at least through me, or at least that I can withhold, right now. I think we're always expanding and getting higher and higher frequencies, but it just keeps going and going and going. And then the other thing was, if you are a twin flame, and you will know if you're on this journey, you'll know if you're on this path. There are signs out there. You meet somebody, you're connected to them, and it's very shocking to the soul, very shocking to each other. It's it's like being with your best friend, at first. It's like so powerful. And then there's a separation where you guys split up, and the signs that that person is your twin is you cannot stop thinking about them. And then there's like this huge emotional purge that happens. And I don't mean like can't stop thinking about them. Like I just broke up with my boyfriend last week and like I can't quit thinking about him, or like I want him. It is like a gnawing at your mind and your heart. You can't quit thinking about them. It is like something that will make you like want to just run away, but you can't. So you want to surrender to this path that you're on. If you are a twin flame, if you are on this path, you just have to surrender. And the biggest thing that I can see right now in the state that we are in right now is more and more and more are coming closer and closer and closer together. And the more you can surrender to your love for them, and that looks like dropping the walls. Like, because we have this thing where it's like, oh, he's not texting me, or oh, he left me, oh, I'm not good enough, oh, I'm not this, oh, I'm not that. And it's like you don't want to love them because they have hurt you, they've left you, they have said things that may have offended you, or said things, ghosting and all of that stuff. And so it's like you don't want to love somebody like that. You don't want to love them. You want them to go away so that you can find your true love. But here's the deal with twin flames. That being is you in essence. And the more you can find that unconditional love for that person and for yourself, and just allow yourself to love them. Like I see so many people struggling on YouTube and it through clients in all of these other places and spaces, and it's like they just want them here. But you have to understand they are right here with you. They are a part of you. And the more you can tune in to the version of them that is in these higher vibrations and fall in love with that right now. If they're not in your life physically in their body, fall in love with yourself, number one. And then number two, fall in love with the... There is, I know it sounds weird. We'll fall in love with somebody that's not here. I know that sounds super weird, but when you surrender to the love that you have for them, this journey goes so much easier. It's like once I just decided and I just confessed to myself, I was like, I love him. I was like, I knew I loved him a few years ago when I first met him and we separated, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, you know what? I really love him. Like, whoa. Like, there is, like, such a profound fountain of love within me that is overflowing. And for him and for myself. And I think the journey for him and me triggered me to find that fountain of unconditional love for myself first. Because until I found that complete self-love, and I mean like falling in love with my ugly, falling in love with all of my, flaws on my outside, falling in love with all the flaws on the inside, knowing I'm weird, knowing I do this, knowing I, whatever, knowing that I am who I am, like falling in love with every aspect of myself and just like adoring these these quirks in this weirdness that I am, this conundrum of this being that like is, in my opinion, somebody that I would want to hang out with, because I am me. So I had to really fall in love with me and figure out how to love me and figure out how to sit with me. And I love me. And it wasn't until my cup was just overflowing that I was able to really hold that cup for him. And even though he's not here, and I know it sounds crazy, I know it's whatever, my cup is full for him now. But here's the deal. I'm not waiting on him. I actually don't expect him to come in to my life in this lifetime. There's parts of me that think, oh, it could happen. I do have all of these visions about a life with us living together, but I am not holding my breath. Because I can't. I can't stop my life and my path and my journey and my experience on this planet for somebody that could and or could not come into my life. The way I see this journey and this path with the twin flame is he is on his path and I am on mine. And if it meets back in the middle and we come together and it is amazing and beautiful and we want to do this life together and we want to build and want to create something that's stable on this 3D realm, so be it. And if he never steps foot back into my life, that is okay. I have him right here. I am so satisfied in my life that I'm so satisfied in the energy and the frequency of unconditional love for him that I don't need him to actually be here in order for me to have this unconditional love for him. And when I hold that frequency of unconditional love for him, I myself feel so much freedom and so much happiness and so much freedom of thought to expand my mind, expand my consciousness, and to really go heart in heart forward into what we are creating in this life. Because no matter if he's with a girlfriend, a wife, children, a boyfriend, whatever he has chosen to do in this life is up to him. For me, I honor him, his girlfriend, or whoever he's with, to the umpteenth degree. I have no desire to hold hate or jealousy in my heart for who he may end up being with for the rest of his life. As long as he is happy and he feels complete in his world and in his mind and his heart, I'm happy for him. I've truly stepped myself out of the way and allowed myself to be heart-centered when it comes to this path, because I see it as a great honor to be in this world, on this planet, and to have this part of me be in this beautiful masculine body and to embody that. I am so proud that I can't even tell you how proud I am of that. It's almost like I'm so proud of my daughter. Like, my daughter, she can do anything on this planet, bad or good, and I'm so proud of her. I love her with every fiber of my being and body and mind and soul. Same with him. I'm like, you are me. Like, this is so powerful. Like, there's a male version of my soul trotting around on this planet, doing whatever he wants to do, and so am I. And it is, I just feel such a deep love. I mean, I can't even tell you the love and how deep it runs for this being. And I've seen so many lifetimes and so many memories and so many things of our connection and of us coming together and dying and this and that. It's just so bizarre to have all of this memory and all of this stuff coming back. And so I know the journey, the twin flame thing is, I know it can be daunting, and I know it can feel very, there's an energy in you that wants that person so bad, and the more you want them, the more they run away. The more you calm yourself and give yourself whatever you're wanting from him or her, there's something that you're missing from you. that is how it worked for me. It was like everything that I was like longing for in him, there was something internal, emotional. It was really emotional and internally sitting right in here somewhere that I needed to feel within me so that I was whole and complete. And now, and I know we're always growing, we're always expanding. There's no way near, no, I know I'm never done expanding, and neither are you. And that's the beautiful part about this path. But if you're on that path, please know, prepare yourself, prepare your mind, prepare your heart to be on this path with your divine person. Just you understanding and holding the frequency of unconditional love for that person plants down a vibration on this planet that shifts and changes the entire dynamic of our planet. And I think and believe a lot of twins are going to come together, and I've already seen it, to make families and to have babies and to come together and to, show and have that unconditional, basically to restore the families on this planet. Like, our family systems are so separated right now, and it is extremely hard to see so many broken families, so many situations where grandparents are raising the babies, aunts and uncles are raising the babies, because the moms and or dads are alcoholics, we're drunks, we're this, we're that, whatever it is. And we need to restore this energy back on this beautiful, powerful planet. I think it'll look very different as these flames move forward, and we do shift. And it's not just the flames, the twins, whatever. It's all of us, no matter what path you're on. If you're on that dynamic or that path or something else, you still came to do something, to set up businesses of a very high vibrational frequency, to set up, classes or like whatever it is, because people are hungry. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but people are super hungry for information. They want healing. They're looking for healing. They're looking for information. They're looking for authenticity. We don't need all of these people, these healing, coaches and all these people charging god-awful amounts of money to get you to a place that you may and or may not get to. The journey is within. The path is within you. If you can just stop and detox from everything, I'm talking about TV, the internet, food, what you listen to, all that. If you can literally take all of that, every aspect of what you do on a daily basis, and flip the script and start listening to very high vibrational music, watching high vibrational content, reading inspirational material, studying the teachers, Ram Dass, Dwayne Dyer, all of the old greats. If you can stop, and Dolores Cannon, if you can stop and just, immerse yourself in some of these older, very authentic teachings. I think a lot of these people, they helped me along my path a long time ago. I was like, oh, it was like a breath of fresh air when I first got on my sober journey and started listening, was guided to listen to some of this stuff. And the way I see it is that if you're not ready for it, then it won't make sense to you. Just like anything I say or anything any of these other healer people say online, if it doesn't make sense to you in your mind and it sounds like a foreign language, you're not ready for it, and that's okay. Just, I would turn it off and go, let yourself feel guided to whatever feels right for you, So, very long intro. So I'm going to keep going, and I'll just tag the time we start the healing, because I always do this where I do long intros and then I'll stop it and then I never post it. So hopefully all of that made sense to you guys. Please leave me comments down below, and let me know if you're on that path, if you're on that journey of the twin flame. And yeah, I'm always here to support you in any way, shape, or form. Like, you're not doing this alone. If you're dealing with depression, anxiety, addiction, like, these are my fortes. Like, this is what I'm very good at, helping people. I'm very good at helping people stabilize in the higher frequencies, and that is what I do during sessions. And during my 5-week course, I take you from the bottom to the top, where you are completely connected to source, stabilized in the higher dimensional frequencies. You no longer see a world of lack. And I need to get my reviews out from my clients, but you no longer see a world of need and lack and lower frequencies and lower vibration. You see a world of nature and ease and fulfillment in your heart, fulfillment in your mind. Like, it's really profound what I've been able to do. And I think it's because I wanted a fast track course for people, because I knew these times were coming, and I worked all of those years to be able to house these high frequencies, these high vibrations, so that we could stabilize people really quickly. I mean, 5 weeks, when I've been doing this, for years upon years, and so have many of you. So it's like, if we can get people from the bottom to stabilize in a few weeks, that's pretty profound. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. I'll be happy to assist you on that. I try really hard to promote myself as much as possible, and I have a lot of reviews, and it's so weird. It's like, just post them, who cares? But there's something where it's like, I just want you to feel if you want to work with me or not. And I know that's not good for business either. So you guys will probably start seeing more posts of reviews and putting myself out there more. But I just want you to come in heart connected, mind connected, wanting to work with me. I don't necessarily need to work with everybody on the planet. I just want to work with those beings that are truly, truly ready for this medicine, for this energy, for this work, because it is intense and it is beautiful. So with that all being said, thank you for listening to all of that. I'm sending you all so much love. Let us begin on this beautiful path. We are going to go from the lower vibrational realms into the higher timelines, higher dimensional realms, 5th dimension and higher. So go ahead and just feel into your body right now. We're going to go ahead and just begin to open and expand your hearts right now. Jarabalai, the Esenamai, Kalawia, the Esenamai, Turukulai, Ulakinama Ade, Garamaya, put the Esenamai, Alahayalakinama Ade. And as we expand the heart, we're going to go ahead and expand the pineal gland. Alakaya, Yalakinamaya, the Esenamai, Tidakarai, Elakinama Ade, Darabaya, Elakinama Ade, Sitabile, Elakinama Ade, Sinamalai, Elakinamai. G'day, LA, Elakinamai, Elakinama Ade, Sinamalai, Elakinama Ade. Just going to clear out some of those cords and energies in your pineal gland right now. Clearing out those lower vibrational energies. Alakwa Bati Isanamai, Darabia, Elakoya, the Isanamai. Golabaya Bati Isanai, Tirikinama Ade, Sinamadiela, Ela, Elakinama Ade. Alright, my arms are feeling a little tired. Here we go. Kala oyeti isanamai, turukulai lakinima ade. Ganamaya bala ela kaniam by the ashinamai, tirakulai lakwaya yerakinama ade, cinemalai, what the isanamai, tirakulai lakinima ade. Kinamaya putu isanamai, tirakulai, the isanamai, tirakulai lakinama ade. Gulamia pati isanamai, tirakaloi, the isanamai, tirakulai, at the isanamai, la lakinima ade. So earlier, whenever I was I'll just tell you what's happening. Basically, there were more doors that were trained to open and being activated in these higher dimensional realms. And whenever I was just receiving earlier for this healing, the Pleadians came in and handed me like a bunch of keys, and it was like for the more doorways to open for these higher dimensional realms for people to come through. I was like, okay, so it's coming in my heart and in my pineal gland, so I'm just going to open my heart and my pineal gland and go ahead and just allow yourselves to receive. Namaya the is in the mai to the kolai, ulakoya the is in the mai, lakoni mai, elakinimoi. Alakoya mai the is in I. Kuralai, ulakinimai, the is in the mind to the kolai, elakinimo a day. Kurabia, but the is in the mind to the yelakinimo a day, shinamai. Pleadians are here. Kalamaya put us in the mai, la yelakinimo a day, sitabalai, the is in the mai, alokaya, the is in the mai, elakinimo a day, kanama, the is in the mai, to la kunimo a day. Kurabaya, the is in the mai, to the kalai, ulakinimo a day, sinimalai, or the is in the mai, to the kalai, elakinimo a day. So on the backs of your necks, like at the base of your neck right now, you might start feeling some energy there. There's basically like a hand right here that's going on the base of your spine right now. There's some beautiful healing codes going into that area. It's going to begin to activate from the hand, the palm of the Pleadian. It's all lighting up, and it's going into the back of your the base of your spine, and then going down your spinal cord, and then up into your pineal gland and out of your crown right now. Talakia o the esinimai judakalaya the esinamai lakinimo day sitabalay kilamaya but the esinamai la elayu lakinimo day sitabalay lakinimo day kala alaya rakanai lakinimai the esinamai sitakalay lakinimo day. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on back there. Just make sure you're clearing yourself every day right now. Just make sure you're using essential oils or smoke of some sort or something to water a shower before bed would be fantastic. Not just a rinse off shower, if nothing else, just to clear the energies from you. It'll be really helpful for your body too if you can do that, or splash some water over you, whatever feels right. Just got a big huge tiger staring back at my face right now. So I'm gonna call in that tiger energy, helping us to clear, cleanse, and neutralize these energies. Hudamayati isinai, Ela Kinumoy, the Isinamai, Alakaya, the Ishinamai, Chudukulai, Ela Kinimode. Kinamaya, but the Isinamai, Tidakai, Ela Kinimode. Gudamaya, but the Isinamai, Ela Urakinimode, Sinamalai, or the Isinamai, Tidakalai, or the Isinamoy, Ela Kinimode. Galoi, Aloya, the Gademia, the Isinamai, Tidakalai, or Kinimode, Sitabalai, Ela Kanamaya, the Isinamai, Tidakalai, Ela Kinimode. So the tiger actually just turned into what looks to me like a Japanese man. Ganamaya elakinama ande, probably one of your guides or just a guide here to assist us. Elakaye de isinamaye, Jidakanai alakinima de ishinama, Tidakadai elakinima ande. Just keep hearing tiger's blood. I'm trying to think, which I shouldn't be, but I'm trying to think. Tiger's blood. Allah Elokinimai Shedapate Elakinai do Esanamai Turakadai Elokinima Ade Kilamia Diesanamai Eloete Sanamai Elakinima Ade Sutabale Elakinimoi Eti Isanai Olakwa de Sinamai Elakinimoi Sanamai Elakinimai de Sanamati Laquadimai de Sanamai Elakinimo Ade. I'm feeling just like a big like emotional like pull in the throat, and it feels like, when you see something going wrong but you can't do anything about it, and it's so frustrating. It makes you want to say something, but who do I say something to? I know that sounds weird, but I'm getting this from like the masculine energies, like from the dads out there, and from the men that are just like, this is not right. Like, what's going on here is not right. Like, this is not okay, you know? And so we want to, you know, male or female, whoever's watching this right now, like, I think everybody can feel that way right now, because it kind of feels like we don't have control, but then again, we do have control of what's going on in our world, in our families, in our neighborhoods, in our apartments, and in our families, like I said, our friendships. You know, when you see something that is not right, you have the authority within you, in your mind, in your heart, to speak up. If you know children are being hurt, if you know your neighbors are not doing right by their children, if you know this, you know, it is okay to intervene. It is okay. Sometimes we are so messed up in our minds and our hearts that we can't see. We're living in our pain that we can't see a way out. And when somebody comes in and intervenes, just if they're saying something or doing something, it's kind of waking that person up a little bit, you know? Like, it's okay to speak up and ask people, do you need some help? Are you okay? What can I do for you? How may I serve you? How may I help you? Like, I think we're going to have to get to that place now where when we see, you know, things out of whack, like, in some ways, I think we're not necessarily going to have to take it on ourselves, but, you know, in some ways, you know, being able to, if a person is suffering around you, calling authorities, calling the ambulance, calling, you know, whatever you need to do. But we can't just keep walking away, you know, walking away, and turning a blind eye to everything, you know. Does life hurt? Absolutely. Does it suck to see hard things? Yes. But, you know, in order for us to change and to move into a higher thinking, a higher mind, a higher heart universally, we're going to have to begin to stand up and stand up in our energy. You know, stand up in your energy first. Find the power here first. Open the heart and expand the heart. Open the mind, expand the mind. Connect into that source, creator, light, whatever you feel flowing to you right now, whatever you think that energy is, that energy pouring through you. Like, think about that universal energy and connect to it daily, so you can get strong. So you can get strong in your heart, strong in your throat, strong in your mind, in your mental mind. I just seeing too many things going on right now where people are really not even like conscious. They're like, it's worse than I think I've ever seen it, you know, on this planet. And I don't know if it's because I'm more and more awakened to where I'm like, do you not see this? Or maybe it's just, you know, something. But it looks like people are so sad and so sick and so, you know, just not even there in their bodies. It's really bizarre. And of course I don't tune into that, because that's their life. That's what they've chosen to do. If they were hurting or suffering, then yes, we'll go check on them. But if that's, you know, their life right now, we all have to hit that rock bottom. You know, mine was a wreck that almost took my life, and then that was really hard. And then of course, you know, I went off on the deep end soon after that. So it's like, you know, we all get to where we need to go, you know. So it's good to just, you know, not get so involved, but we also want to keep an eye out, you know, and just, if we can be of service, then be it, you know. Halakia e lakinuma day to the masculines out there. Man, if I were you guys, I would detox. I would do everything I could to get my, testosterone? Is that what's being targeted? Whatever's being targeted, I would do everything I could to reclaim my masculinity, my healthy masculinity. I would do everything I could to detox everything that was targeting the I'm sorry if I'm wrong on this, but like the testosterone or whatever is like causing the men of our planet or in the United States to like not be masculine. And I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I know in my head what I'm talking about, but I have no idea the words. But it's like whatever that is that they're targeting, it's in the food, it's in this, it's in that, it's in the gaming, it's in all this stuff. It's like I would detox off of everything. I would reclaim my power, reclaim my sovereignty. I would reclaim everything in my life, and I would literally detox the world. If I were any of you, any women, men, all of you, I would literally detox it all. And give yourself time, because when you step out of this realm of what is being fed to you, you see a whole nother world. You find a safe, beautiful, powerful world. You find protection, you find love, you find health, and you find yourself. You find that piece and part of you that you love and that you care, that you know is good, that you know is lovable. You know, because society and all of this stuff makes us think, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not rich enough, I'm not that enough. I mean, just scrolling the internet, you can totally like get down on yourself. And it's like, man, screw that. Like, purge it, do away with it. Do away with the food that is, you know, harming you and hurting you, the weed, the beer, the porn, all of it. Like, just close it down. Close it down, man. Those pleasures that are 2 seconds, you're giving up a lifetime of pleasure, a lifetime of fulfillment, a lifetime of a heart expansion, of that true high for 2 seconds of pleasure. When you smoke the weed, when you have the sex, when you drink the beer for a moment, the problem with that is that you need more. I need to do it again to be satisfied. I need to do it. I need to hit that again so I can be satisfied, so I get the same high. But it's never the same. But when you open and expand the heart, expand the consciousness, expand the chakras, you're living in a very high vibrational place. If anybody on this planet wanted to be high and to escape this planet and looked for every way to get out of here, it was me. And I found it. And it wasn't through anywhere but through here. It's through the heart. The heart is where the healing is where the light is. It's where the true power and high is. Like, you want to talk about feeling ecstasy? Expand your heart, and you will feel the most expanded, beautiful, powerful energies that you have ever felt. And no synthetic drug on this planet, or grown drug or whatever, could ever, or female or male, could ever compare to that energy and to that power that resides right there within you. Like, everything's hidden within us. And it just takes, you got to be stronger than the substances that have been ruling your life. You've got to be strong. You've got to be a warrior and put on your protective gear and whatever. And you've got to, you know, you don't have to do anything. I'm just saying what I had to do. I had to take off the world. I had to crawl into a cave, which was in my mom's basement, and I had to tune everything out until I found what I was seeking and what I was searching for, which was true happiness. Because everything material and physical, nothing brought me happiness. I could buy a new pair of shoes. Yeah, okay, great. Everybody look at my shoes. Aren't they cool? Like, no, that's not where your happiness should be coming from, which I know many people live like that today. But the internal happiness is what I was seeking and searching for. And that was something that I wasn't going to stop until I found it. And I would find it for a second and it would run away from me. And I was like, oh, where did that go? And I'd have to purge and do more internal stuff and more internal healing. and then it would stay a little bit longer. And I was like, all right, cool, until I hit another brick wall, you know? And it's just like this uphill battle of like getting on the mountaintop and finding and stabilizing in that frequency, in that joy, God source energy. And it's better to start now than to be 10 years down the road and still drinking, still smoking, still numbing yourself. Because I honestly am not sure how the next 10 years is going to go, but I do know that the longer you wait to put everything down, the harder and harsher it is going to be on your body, on your physical body. And I think anybody can heal, no matter how old or how young, from anything. It's all mental. But it's like, do you want to waste another 10 years going down this path that we already know is not fulfilling you? It's not giving you strength. It's not giving you mental clarity. It's not giving you mental stability. In fact, it's giving you mental instability, where you're hanging on by a thread and flying by the seat of your pants. And while that's all fun sometimes, it's really like very, it leaves you in a mind of desolate, desperate energy, desperate to feel the hole in your soul, in your heart, desperate to feel the void of facing yourself. Desperation is it's a hard, energy to live in. The desperation of not stopping, it's the desperation of, not healing your wounds, and we all have them. Like anybody that sits at above you, I've healed, I've done this, blah, 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 pay me lots of money and I'll get you to where you want to be, and I'm perfect, run away from those people, like as fast as you can, because we're all in human earthling bodies right now, and we can all stabilize at the highest frequency and wake up and live in rainbows and butterflies, but we're still going to experience our human emotions. We're still going to feel, because that's what we've come to do. It's how we respond to how we feel. It's how we respond to anything that triggers us or puts us into another headspace. It's about seeing it from a higher frequency or a higher dimension of almost like watching it happen, and for me, it's like taking the wisdom and the knowledge for whatever situation happened around me, and like seeing it, like, okay, I'm going to take that knowledge. That feels really good. I'm going to take that wisdom. Wow, that was a good learning lesson. Like, what did I learn here? Like, that was good. I'm going to take that, into my future and not do that again. Whatever it is, you kind of start seeing it all as like a like a learning in a game. And so anyways, I know I've been talking a lot, but I haven't been on here in a while, so I'm appreciative of all of you. So I just want to tune back into the energies. Alakoya dies in the mai, Garai alaki in the mai, dies in the mai, Tilakoya dies in the mai, Dayuk in the mai, dies in the mai, Tilakoya dies in the mai, Garai alaki in the mai day, Garai dies in the mai, Loya dies in the mai, Kidamaya potu is in the mai, alaki lakini mai, at the is in the mai, Tidakolai at the is in the mai, alakinama all day, Sitabalay, Kitty is in the mai, Ala elokinama all day, Cinemalay, at the is in the mai, Delakaname at the is in the mai, Telakari at the is in the mai, Kinamaya potu is in the mai, Tidakalai, lakinama, the is in the malay, Kila elakinama all day, Sitabalay, at the is in the mai. Gulai alai lakinama ade sitabalai de sinamai kala lakinama ade sinamadia lakinama de isinai lakonama ade kinamaya putu isinamai tidikalai lakademia de sinamai lakonama ade. I'm going to bring in these beautiful healing codes into your hearts right now. It's like I'm seeing all of these different rainbow colors pouring down into your hearts right now. Kalai kiti isinamai lakinama ade. Kurabaya bata is in the might, Tilai elakinema all day, Sitabalay, the is the night, Dilay elakinema all day, Kira elakinema, de cinema, Ela elakinema all day, Situkolo, it is in the might, Tirakadai elakinema all day, Kiramaya, the is in the might, Tudikalai, elakinema all day, Sitabalay, Kida ayerakinema all day, Karaboya, but the Isinamai, Alokinamai, the Isinamai, Tidekalai, Olakinimo Ade, Shinamalai, Alakanai, Alakinimoi, the Isinamai, Tidekalai, Alakinimo Ade, Cinemalai, the Isinamai, Gurai, Lakinimo Ade. Just gonna open and expand all of your chakras and begin to release. G'day, ala, the Isinai, Tidekalai, the Isinamai, Alakinimoi. Kunamaya, but there is in the May, Eloki, Elakinimo, Irashinamo, Elakinimo all day. So I'm actually going to call in my divine masculine energy and begin to bring in that sacred divine masculine energy and pour that into your bodies, your minds, your hearts, and your spirits right now. So just begin to feel the shift of the frequencies. Kalai ayati isinamai alakoya de isinamai Kalai alayara kinimai de isinamai alakunama ade. This is going to help you to balance masculine and feminine energies within you, soothing the energies within you. Alakai adiyashinamai alakinama ade. Kadabaya put the isinamai ala de isinamai Kadabaya put the ishinamai de irokinama ade. Akanamaya, the is in the Maya, Loyalakonamaya, the is in the Maya, Elokodai, Adiash in the Maya, Alokonamaya, Ayerakanama Ade, Kalai, Alakoya, Yerishanamaya, the is in the Maya, Alakonamaya, Adiash in the Maya, Alakoya, the is in the Maya, Kuroboya, but the is in the Maya, Lakinama Ade, Sitabalai, Kara Ayalakinama Ade, Kinamaya, but the is in the Maya, Tidekalai, Alakinama, yet the is in the Maya, Tidekunamaya, Yerekinama Ade. So just feel those strong and powerful masculine energies pouring in. Coming into your hearts right now. I'm seeing what looks to me like that's so interesting. They're showing me the 7 of cards, or the 7 of swords in the tarot right now, in the heart space. Elakimali Shinamai, Elakinimo Day, Cinemala, or Lakine, Adi Sinamai, Lakanama Day, Guraboya Potu Cinemoi, Tidakarai, Adi Sinamai, Elakinama Day, Kala Alay Adi Sinamai, Tidakarai, Lakinamoi, Edi Sinamai, Elakunamai, Edi Sinamai, Elakinama Day. Big download coming in right now in your prefrontal cortex right now. The Yeshidamai, Lakonama Day, Kirai, Ela Elakinama Day. Shinamoi, Bodi Isanai, Alukiramoi, Edi Ishinamoi, Irakinamai, Elakinama Ade. 7 of Swords. That's a pretty intense energy. Let me clear that energy. Alakai, Adi Isanamai, Elakinama Ade. Neutralize that energy. Dai Elakoi, Da Sanamai, Tudikrai, Elakinama Ade. Kinamaya, Potu Isanai, Ela Hirakinamo, Dias the Patielakaya, Dias in the Mai, La Hirakinamo Ade, Kudabaya, Potu Isinamai, La Hirakinamai, Dias in the Mai, Odakinamai, Dias in the Mai, Elakinamo, Elakinamo Ade. Let's see what else is going on here. I'm just gonna seeing this energy coming down into the sacrals now, right into the belly button. Delekoya bada isinamai, Gelabaya bada isinamai, Tudukrai, Alakinamai, the isinamai, Layakinama Ade. Kiraboya put the isinamai, the Erakonaya, the Yorishnamai, Rakinama Ade, coming right into the belly button, and there's like this frequency coming into the belly button of all of you, of the men and the women. Chukarai di esanamia, galai like Kiramade, Sidabalai like Kiramade, yes, like pulsating into the belly button right now, clearing, cleansing, neutralizing. Alakia di esanamai like Kiramade, activating and stimulating the sacral. Galai de esanamai, Elaela Kanamaya, de esanamai, Kinamaya, but the esanamai, Elaela Kinimade. I just want to reignite that passion in the sacral, reignite these powerful energies. Just want to connect all of the chakras together. Kula la yero kini mai bidi isin mai poto esin ma la yele kini ma dai. Kila ala yola yero kini ma dai sinama la yola kini mai. Shita biyera kini mai di isin mai ala yele kini ma dai sinama la kula baya bidi isin mai ala yele kini ma dai. Just making sure that your aura is all cleansed, cleared, all holes, all tears, anything, any obstructions in your aura has been cleansed and cleared. You're now healed, held, loved, protected in all ways. Make sure that the energy force around you is protected and held, cleansed and nurtured, neutralized. Okay, fully connected to the universe above, the earth below. You are so loved in this space. I am always holding a very high vibration for you of love, unconditional love, and please hit the like button, subscribe if you like these videos. You can check out my website for one-on-one sessions and for my transformational courses and all of the things and groups, and I just love to have you. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you are here. Thank you for joining our beautiful family of light here, and I will see you guys next time. I'm loving you. Bye.